it's TaylorAnne and welcome to my little creative life. In this video, I wanted to share my January Hobonichi planner pages and kind of what I've been up to for the month of January and set up for February. It's already February 2nd, so I am behind. I need to get on it. So let's first take a look at January. I'm still in the little red Hobonichi Wandervogel cover. I'm still getting used to it. I don't know if it's just not my favorite. Maybe it's because I never go anywhere, and I think this would be like more practical with all the pockets and all the little loops and places to tuck stuff if I was like using this for school or in my purse. But just having it on my desk, it's kind of bulky. I have to take the journal like out if I want to do any watercolor in here. So I'm still kind of getting used to it, but I have added lots of little personal touches, bunch of stickers, and filling it up with just personal details. Bunch of sticker collage kind of on the front page. Lots of shiny. Lots of shiny stuff. Using the year at a glance to track my social media. I kind of changed this up a little bit. I was using colored pencils first, but I figured since I'm only tracking 3 different platforms, I should just use the Hobonichi Techo pen. Because there's 3 different colors and it just works amazing. I love this pen in this journal. I've also been using the little tools and toys stencil, ruler stencil, using these 3 little stencils right up here to track my different platforms. So I think I've been doing pretty good. I mean, better at posting, except for this last week. And I'm already behind, but whatever. I'm gonna let it slide. Hopefully y'all can forgive me for a late February setup. Oh well. I have been using the habit tracker to track my weight, and luckily it's going in the right direction, but I haven't really been using the tracker for anything else. I think I'm gonna continue to do workouts on here, but I've been using the iPhone health app to track my period, which I think is a lot easier. It's just hard to kind of balance between digital planning and analog planning, especially when I have no plans. This is how January turned out, and I just used it to kind of jot down some ideas for social media posts, and then tracking which weeks are green waste and recycle. Like I said, no plans, but still have some, I don't know, post ideas. I sketched out my monthly spread for this month, and I think I'm gonna go with an earth theme. Water, earth, fire, air. I'm not too particular about the water theme running throughout. I did kind of start the new year, the month off with a little bit of blues and water theme, but it quickly got away from me. And I thought I was gonna do lots more art in here, but I've just been doing art in my other journals. These are both from different books that I've been working on. I think the problem is I just have too many journals and I just bounce around from each one. So this is my little briefcase, as I call it. It's a happy planner crafting bag I got at Michael's a while ago, and this is mainly what I've been living out of and using consistently. I just kind of keep it opened, zipped halfway open. That way I can reach in, and on this side I have a pocket full of my favorite ephemera. So I can take this out to the yard, or I can take it into the living room and do crafting. But it has tickets and little word stickers, map scraps, stamps, all of my favorite kind of go-to ephemera. I just kind of keep that open a little bit, and then blah, blah. On the other side, I kind of keep it a little bit like halfway zipped open so I can reach in here. There's two little pouches for whatever you want to add in. I have them full of like writing utensils, so my Prismacolor colored pencils, the Bic Crystal ballpoint pens, acrylograph paint pens, and then some like random pens, pencils, white gel pens. Can't go wrong with a white gel pen, and an eraser. In this other pocket, I have more kind of supplies, not as much like writing utensils, ruler, another white gel pen, whiteout, glue, scissors, my water brush, which I think I'm going to use today, and my watercolors. I haven't really been keeping anything in the like backpack pouches just because it's so bulky and kind of inconvenient. And yeah, I just like having like all of my supplies. I have both of my Archer and Olive journals right in here. They fit perfectly right next to each other, and I love how the gold gilding looks when like it peeks through out of the briefcase. So these are the journals that I've been doing more of my like art in. I feel bad for neglecting my little Hobonichi, but it is what it is. I just have all of the journals. So I'll like copy my little works of art from my other journals and print them out and use them. I like to draw something once and then use it to death. A lot of my like little doodles and stuff like that, like the suns that I just shared, those are printables over on my Patreon. So I try and add like all of my little doodles as like collage sheets or collage printables over there, just so I can share kind of a behind the scenes from the channel. So this is a little bunny I drew on one of my other sketchbooks. I just printed it out on some shipping paper and used it in my journal. I guess we'll get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is like my New Year's resolutions or goals page. January favorites, excuse me. Yeah, just kind of going for a water, blue, green, mermaid theme. I didn't use the whole page for my memories. I just kind of did little bullet points. So there was a little bit of room down here, and I just added some pictures from one of our hikes. Here's another weekly spread. I really do like having kind of 2 weeks back to back. This is a good system. I think I'll continue that for February. There's a little tip in here, lots of little ephemera and stickers. I thought I was going to do more art kind of stuff, more doodles, but I don't know. I just have so much stationery and it brings me joy, so I might as well use it. The next weekly spread, I really like this one. I love black and white and pink. I just love it. So here's the little bunny. I just kind of cut it out and put it down here, layered a bunch of like ephemera from my week and a bunch of stickers. I love stickers. As much as I try and get away from them, I just can't. This is a cute little like calendar my aunt sent me on this cutest little taco stationery. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I just covered the back with a bunch of like foodie stickers. And I just keep that in here. It's a good memory. Cute little artsy things, perfect for me. Here's an extra page I just decorated with some stickers and a little photo from one of our hikes. And February, I am ready to get into it because like I said, it's already the 2nd and I haven't even set up for the month. So I've got my sketch down here. I'm gonna keep my February favorites a little bit smaller so I don't have to use the whole page up if I don't want to. And we're gonna go for an earthbender theme to start off with. So I am going to use my watercolors. I tried to do this in my Archer and Olive sketchbook, but it doesn't take watercolor amazing. So I'll probably finish these off, but I'm thinking that, I don't know, I just love the way that the watercolor reacts on this Hobonichi paper. So I'm gonna stop rambling and get into the process. And welcome at last to the art journaling portion of this video. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media fan art. I'm going to start with some watercolor, just loose greens in the background. And I have this reference photo from Cartoon Cookie of Toph. I'm going for an Avatar: The Last Airbender theme. If you haven't picked up on that yet, it's a really cute show, cartoon, and I am a grown-ass woman and I still love it. So I'm using that as my inspiration for my bullet journal, or my art journal. January was water. This month is earth. So I found a reference photo from Cartoon Cookie, and I'm just pretty much using that as the February, I don't know, monthly page, or I don't know, art journal header page, cover page for February. I'm using gouache, watercolor, my pens, like fine liners, just a bunch of mixed media, all of the supplies, which is kind of why it took me a few different days. You can see me change my sweater about 100 times while I wait for the different layers of paint to dry. But I hope you guys enjoy seeing kind of how these pages come together, just a little bit of my art, my fan art process for these February pages.
I know you must have mixed feelings about seeing me, but I want you to know I am so sorry, Uncle. I'm so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I could ever make it up to you.
I don't know.
How can you forgive me so easily? I thought you would be furious with me.
I was never angry with you. I was sad because I was afraid you lost your way.
I did lose my way.
But you found it again. And you did it by yourself. And I'm so happy you found your way here.
It wasn't that hard, Uncle. You have a pretty strong scent.
Welcome back, guys. It is the next day. I had to take a little emotional break and let my paint dry. So I don't think it's a masterpiece, but here's how it turned out. I think it's really cool, and I like how the black paint, the black gouache looks with like the black interior of the cover. So there she is. There's old Ham Ham's Toph. Like I said, not a masterpiece, but I am happy that I was able to incorporate more art into my planner. So now to get to the actual planning, I'm gonna do my weekly spreads for the month. Just gonna keep it really simple. So I am going to keep these weekly spreads super simple because this is my least favorite part of planning or bullet journaling, I guess, and this is what's kind of kept me away from being a bullet journaler, is having to set up my own like weekly planning spreads. So even though I hated every second of this, I did keep it really simple just by measuring out 6 boxes tall and 3 boxes wide, and that gives me just a little column over on the left hand side of the page where I can have a spot for the days of the week. I used the acrylograph paint markers in those 2 different green colors just to make the little boxes. Then I went in and used the alphabet date stamp or alphabet letter stamp and some cute little Hobonichi stamps. I just thought I might as well get into the stationery spirit and, you know, go all out if I was gonna do this bullet journaling thing. So I did the days of the week over on the left hand side. That's if I have any day specific tasks, and then on the right hand side of the page I have a column for just a running to-do list throughout the week for anything that's not day specific. So I really like how the little date or the little letter stamps turned out, and then I just went in with my ballpoint pen and did the dates, the actual dates of the month. So yeah, this is really simple, and my planner pages usually turn out kind of a mess, either like a very messy to-do list or a memory planning, but I do like how this journal, you can have your messy planning pages and then you can just turn a page and have like a pretty memory keeping page if you would like to. So far, this has just been a messy kind of everything art journal planner, and I'm liking that. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys enjoyed kind of seeing the process of it. I share more of the weekly spreads or kind of what I'm doing throughout the week over on Patreon. Usually do a live stream every Monday where we catch up and just get creative. So I share a lot more of my like process over there. But I hope you guys kind of enjoyed seeing this hodgepodge stitched together clips of how my February pages turned out. I like how I added the washi tape kind of on the edges of the pages. I did go in and add way too much washi tape on like the bottom of the pages and on the edges of the pages, just like way too much washi tape. I end up adding like lots of stickers. I have so many like planner stickers from my planner days that I still find myself reaching for them pretty often. And I figured since I had my stamp pad out doing the days of the week, I would use the little Hobonichi stamps also, since I was filming this Hobonichi video. I think it turned out so cute, and it makes me want to use those little Hobonichi stamps more. And if you guys want to see like more, I don't know, Hobonichi videos, I can do these more often, maybe doing weekly spreads instead of monthly. One long monthly video. I can break these up. I don't know. Let me know. It's just kind of how it comes together when it comes together, which is kind of hard to film and edit, but I don't know. I think it still is a fun process to watch. So here is the February month at a glance, and this is my favorite part of this whole video. 19 minutes in and we're just getting to the only worthwhile part of all of the art that I did in this, I don't know, in these few pages. But that's kind of the fun of a sketchbook or like an art journal, is that not everything has to be perfect, and just doing the art and having it like trigger those happy feelings is what it's about. So for this happy little painting, I did the earth at kind of a glance, so that when you, I don't know, I just felt like this, it's obviously earth. And it's not like an earth bender, but it's the planet Earth, and I love it. So I have like the stars and the galaxy, and I just love how the galaxy turned out with this watercolor, and watercolor just looks so beautiful on these pages, the Tomoe River journal paper. It's just lovely. And the Jane Davenport Brights watercolor set. Just so lovely again. So I really had fun doing this little Earth at a Glance watercolor sketch. Since February is a shorter month, it kind of lent for a little extra room to do some more kind of, I don't know, more art on this monthly spread page. And I don't use this much for planning. I used to plan out like trips or big things, but since, I don't really do those anymore, I just use it for sketching out content ideas. So yeah, it's more just for, I don't know, art at this point, and I'm glad that I was able to use up this bottom little corner and make up this little earth. I think it turned out so cute. I layered a bunch of like greens over the land, and I layered a bunch of like purple and pink and a little bit of yellow into the galaxy. And then I'm going to go in with the acrylograph paint markers and do a little bit more detail with white. Right now I'm using the acrylograph paint markers to just letter really kind of crudely the month. I layered both of the green colors just to give it kind of a little ombre, just to make it a little bit more interesting. I don't know, it's very kind of crude. I should have done a little bit thicker of a block letter, but I am going to go around and outline it with just my ballpoint pen eventually. Since I'm letting the paint dry and I'm trying not to smear everything, I flipped my journal over, which I know is probably really annoying or kind of jarring to see in a video, but that's just, how it makes it easier to work. And I smear my paintings or my pens all the time, so I try and minimize that by just working in the journal at different angles. And then you can see me put my arm right in my painting right there. Whatever. It's fine. This whole border piece kind of turned out to be a mess. I ended up overworking it and making the watercolors really muddy, so kind of a fail. And I was thinking that they would be mountains, but they definitely were trees. But it all kind of worked out. I ended up just, like I said, overworking it and making the layers not as crisp as I would have liked. Eventually, I'm just going to kind of use it as a quote area by whiting out areas to write my quote in. I'm not sure why you're staring at the back of my head, other than I wanted to announce that I've gone blonde. I'm still in the process. As you can see, it looks really brassy and not the platinum look that I'm going for, but hopefully going blonde will distract you from all the gray hairs that have made an appearance throughout 2020. But I shared a little bit of a picture over on Instagram if you guys want to see how the blonde adventure is going. One of my goals for February is to do more art and journaling videos. This is what I use mainly the monthly spread or the month at a glance pages for, is planning out like content ideas. Commenter left a suggestion saying a Smashbook video, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if they meant like an actual Smashbook. Do those still exist anymore? I think maybe I've taken a lot of like the Smashbook and put it into my junk journaling videos. Kind of that style. That's what they remind me of. I feel like that's where I've evolved to with kind of that style journaling. So maybe I can do more junk journaling videos this month. I do have a few new ones that I would like to put up in my Etsy shop. They are so cute, and they are blues and pinks and golds and like travel maps. I just love them. They are so my aesthetic, and I think they are so cute for spring and like Valentine's Day. So I am excited to share those with you guys soon, and maybe I'll share more of my junk journals because I have been filling it up and it is so close to being full. I am starting to think about making myself a new one. So the last step is just kind of going in and adding a bunch of stickers and a bunch of cutesy kind of things. I was looking for something to cover up those trees because, like I said, it kind of turned into a mess. But I couldn't really find the right sticker, so instead I'm just going to go over it with whiteout and write a quote that I found on Pinterest. I thought that I should also cover the like Japanese characters since I don't read Japanese and I had my stamp sets out. I thought I would just do the days of the week on the top of the page too, and it kind of brought in the colors, and I just really like how it kind of turned out with everything. I thought I would do one final flip through of everything, showing you the February setup since this video was kind of random and pieced together. These pockets are always kind of changing, but right now I have just some things that I've been reaching for often, like these sticky notes for little lists and shipping address labels and stamps and stickers for Etsy, the little stencil that I use for tracking, and random little bits and handmade bobs and stickers and whatnot. I've collaged a bunch of things onto the first few pages, like this Sasquatch s'mores beer sticker, a bunch of stickers and washi tapes, and shiny little happy stationery bits, Wilderness Explorer badges, and stickers off Etsy. I'm still using the social media tracker, and I'll have to update it whenever this video, if it ever gets edited and uploaded, I'll use the social media tracker. I also really like how this February page, Month at a Glance, turned out. My favorite thing in this whole video is this Earth at a Glance, and I love how the galaxy and the stars turned out. And it makes me want to revisit like a planetary or a galaxy theme for another monthly spread in the future. But for February, I really like how it turned out with the greens and the pinks for Valentine's Day and like spring, and using the date or the alphabet stamp at the top for the days of the week, I think turned out really cute. So I think that's something I will do in future monthly spreads also. For the weekly pages or for the journaling pages, I love how this Toff homage to Toff turned out. The black gouache was a little bit too much, and it like transfers and smudges onto my hands really easily, so I end up smearing it and smudging it all over the paper, or it's just a mess. It's not my favorite page in the journal. I will still have to like fill it out throughout the month of February with some of my favorite things, but I would say other than that, it's kind of a fail. I did add some like cute glittery or metallic washi tape and some stickers. Usually my to-do list and my planner, I just go sticker crazy. Something about stickers makes me want to tackle my to-do list or tackle my plans a little bit more. I don't know the psychology behind it. Maybe I just have a bunch of stickers from my planner days and I want to use them up. I really like how the washi tape along the edges of the pages looks to distinguish like the weekly planning pages. I'll probably do that in future layouts. I think I added a little too much washi tape down on the bottom, but it's fine. It looks cute. I like the simplicity of the weekly spreads, and I still have more room for any memory keeping and memory journaling. So I am working also in a composition book, which is why I not too concerned about doing art, or I don't know, all the journals, all the art. And I thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until I see y'all in the next video, stay creative. Okay, bye.